the pattern was completely different than what was introduced by the Clat consortium on 1st of January 2020. The pattern in which I gave the paper was primarily aimed at more of a learning, was more of inclined towards checking the learning aptitude of a child. The paper was basically dealing with the knowledge aspect. When I say it was not a more inclined towards reading aspect of a candidate, but now the pattern which has been changed is inclined towards towards looking at the ability of the kid, how well they can comprehend a passage or how well they can comprehend an article. Stating that I gave this paper, and I was fortunate to go into National Law University Punjab. 5 years after completing the law with majors in political science and specialization in criminal law, I started teaching. And over the it's now like close to 2 years. I have mentored kids in and around northern India. I can say in Delhi, Allahabad, Kanpur, Lucknow, Varanasi, Ranchi, Patna. And I find one thing common among all law aspirants, and that is the zeal to crack this particular paper. It is very common among all of them, especially when I look into the cities like Ranchi, when I look into the city like Patna or Varanasi. The predominant the category of the students are inclined to do better in their life. They are more of like or kya kare. That is what drives a faculty to work more towards that particular aim, to give them more content, to give them that those topics which can be important for law entrance examination. To say the least, the Clat consortium, when I talk about legal aptitude, the Clat consortium came up with 3 sample papers till now. The first was released on 1st of January. The second was released on 22nd March. The third was released on 17th April. One thing which was common in legal aptitude section per se, and which every other faculty in the country has been saying, or is trying to say rather, is that there are certain important topics which a student must cover while he or she is preparing for a common law admission test. And also, it is very much necessary that when a student is preparing the legal reasoning section of Clat, he or she gives some amount of time also to the legal aptitude section of other law entrance examinations, such as AILET and SLAT or BLAT for that matter. Now, the questions which I have been asked by the kids after this pattern change, because what happened is the pattern was for a while was not certain as what will come in the law entrance examination. So students have always asked the first and foremost questions which every kid nowadays are asking, sir, अब क्या पेपर और शिफ्ट होगा, ठीक है? अब क्या पेपर और शिफ्ट होगा? So that is the way, and I remember that some famous poet said that वक्त रहता नहीं कहीं टिककर इसकी आदत भी आदमी सी है. So that way one can look into that. Actually, the things will change. Today I was reading an article from the convener of consortium, and he had to say that we cannot go into the online format. So that being said, then students again called me, sir, ऐसा क्या हो रहा है, क्या कुछ होने वाला है? So ये जो चीज है ना, ये this is keeping the students in doubt कि सर प्रिपरेशन कब तक करें, कब मान ले पेपर है.